Fresh eyes, a new private investigator, and a new podcast. All efforts to bring justice to 17-year-old Beth Ellen Vinson. The teenager was stabbed to death off Capital Boulevard in 1994.
I remember covering this story, being there at that scene, and after more than 30 years, closure evades her family and her murder remains unsolved. Police have not named any suspects, and we have reported minimal leads until now. WRL's Chelsea Donovan reports that private investigator is taken to the airwaves in hopes of finally solving the decades-old case.
She was a lifelong dancer, an accomplished beauty queen, a daughter, and a friend.
She was a well-loved person, that she was very friendly to people.
17-year-old Beth Ellen Vinson left her home near Goldsboro in 1994 and moved here to these apartments near NC State.
Came to Raleigh and started working as an escort to raise money to follow her dream of moving to New York City and becoming a dancer on Broadway.
She had big dreams that were cut short in the early morning hours of August 16th.
When you hear about this was someone's daughter, someone's friend, it's horrible to think what happened.
In the early morning hours of August 16th, Beth Ellen Vinson intended to travel up Capital Boulevard. She planned to take an escort call here at what used to be the Innkeeper.
They found her car abandoned, running in the driveway of a used car dealership.
This is a crime scene photo taken the day Beth Ellen Vinson's car was found.
There's no cell phones, so people don't know how did someone get her to pull over after 2 in the morning.
Beth Ellen Vinson was 17 years old.
Travis Bailey, a Raleigh native, and Matt Duff, a PI who started the Who Killed Beth Ellen podcast, are working in tandem to help solve one of Raleigh's oldest cold cases.
Her body was found 7 days after that, stabbed to death, approximately a little over a half mile from her car.
They said that she was stabbed in excess of 25 times.
That location was on Wicker Drive, a mile from where her car was found. This is WRAL archive video from that day.
Whatever happened in there was extremely violent. There was a lot of blood.
Retired RPD detective John Lynch remembers the gruesome scene.
We all thought that it would be solved by now.
3 decades later, the case is still cold. No suspects or persons of interest.
It's very strange that a murder this brutal can go unsolved for 30 years.
It's hard to speculate who killed Beth Ellen. Duff, Bailey, and these retired Raleigh police detectives can only speculate.
You either basically have the boyfriend, somebody in that apartment complex, or an unknown person that likely has never been on the police's radar.
Who Killed Beth Ellen? Episode 1.
Duff says each month he receives dozens of new leads as more and more people listen to the podcast.
The more information we're going to put out, the more information we're going to get back.
For me, it's a race against time to try and get justice for Beth Ellen and her family before her father passes away.
Chelsea Donovan, WRAL News, Raleigh.
Hopefully some answers will come. And if you have any information on this case, you're urged to call Raleigh Police.
Yeah, that case has captivated so many people for so long.